Awesome.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? You know, it's your girl Vette Green in the 716 Live studio. And finally, I have Saint Soprano in the building with me. I've been waiting a long time. It was my issue, my bad. I had to cancel a couple of times, but
no
thank
harm,
you
no
for joining
foul.
me.
No harm, no foul.
I appreciate that. I've been rocking off of the new album that you have. Now pronounce that SLATT. How is
Slack continues.
Slack continues?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Well, first, let everyone know who you are, where you're coming from, and you know, just give us a little insight of who Saint Soprano is.
My name's Saint Soprano. I was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. Had a little trouble past, but right now, for a few years, I've been signed to Big Jeff, which is Young Thug's father, under YSL Loaded. The Slack continues. That was like a shout out to Young Thug and letting them know that like we still here and we keeping everything moving for him. You know.
That's unfortunate what's going on with him right now. In the news and everything that we're hearing about, because he brought a lot to the culture, I would say.
Correct.
Yeah, so prayers out to Young Thug. I'm still rocking to his music even today.
I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He holding up. He'll be home soon.
Oh, God willing.
Yeah, we ain't worried about them people.
That's what's up.
I wasn't supposed to be home, you know?
So talk to me about, I did my research on you, and I saw that you overcame a lot of adversity to become Saint Soprano. So talk to me, if you don't mind, a little bit about, you know, what it was like growing up here in Buffalo.
Well, you know, Buffalo is a real tough place coming up. You can make it in Buffalo, you can make it anywhere. I was born on Buffalo East Side, Lopez Street, Broadway area. That's a very, very highly impoverished area for people that's not from here, that don't know. And you know, life was hard coming up. There was times where we didn't have water and things like that. So, I mean, I made a way out. I wound up going to jail and having to face the consequences of making the way out. But I did it, and I'm here now.
Yeah, you made a way out of no way.
Definitely.
You took the adversity and changed it into something that you will be able to eat off of, and your family be able to eat off of.
Correct.
For generations to come.
And like a lot of people don't understand, like they get it misconstrued when they hear the slime, or when they see that we use snakes and things like that, but they don't know that we use snakes because it comes from African proverb, you know, the shining serpent, and it means to come from nothing and to make it to the top. That's what Tupac's middle name was. And Young Thug's motto is that nothing is ground and snakes, you know what I mean? So you came from nothing and made it to the top.
You took one of the questions that I was going to ask you, because the cover art is dope.
Thank you.
It's dope. Well, I guess what inspired that, aside from what you just elaborated, and who did the cover art for you?
Honestly, it was an AI cover art.
Really?
Yeah, I actually did it myself, but it was I was inspired by Da Vinci. It was like one of my photos, and I wanted to have like a Medusa feel with the Da Vinci also, with a Da Vinci, like a Da Vinci take on it, like a little, Leonardo da Vinci take. So it's like I'm dropping a brand soon called Ziporh, which is Leonardo da Vinci's middle name. So it was all like worked in together.
Interested that you are so interested in the arts. I read that Beethoven is one of your inspirations.
Correct.
And you're talking about Da Vinci as well.
Correct. I did a lot of time, so I did a lot of studying. People don't know I got a genius reading level on paper, so I did a lot of reading. I do a lot of reading. I still study. Study is one of my favorite things.
What books did you get into while you were locked down?
What books didn't I get into? I done did the 48 Laws of Power. I done did the Behold the Pale Horses. I done did the Unseen Hands, Illusions of Justice, Standing at the Scratch Line. I was everywhere. Yeah. I was all over with it.
What'd you think about the 48 Laws of Power?
It was 48 Laws of Power was a very good book to identify things that a lot of people all naturally do. So for you to identify it and for you to strengthen like certain characteristics, if that's what you choose to do.
Did you learn something about yourself when you did a lot of that reading?
Yeah, because it tells you about a bunch of different type of personalities. So it actually helped me to understand other people's personalities.
Yeah, I think that was the goal of that.
Robert Green.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, at least one of them. You know what? One of the things I find interesting, and one of the things I had to learn myself, is once you are able to decipher different personalities, I think you can move different. You're able to move different.
Correct, because you can't deal with everybody the same way. They say if the only tool you walk around with is a hammer, don't be surprised that every problem looks like a nail. So you gotta be able to you gotta be multifaceted. You gotta be able to deal with every situation as it comes to you.
That's right. Wow, I am blown away already, and we are just not even 10 minutes into the conversation. So talk to me about some of the music and what inspires you. I know Tupac inspires you, and Thug inspires you. So what else inspires you?
What inspired me now, like knowing where I came from, knowing that there's some people in there that's never coming home. And I still speak to a lot of people in there, and they tell me like they kind of live vicariously through me. They love to see me drop new music. They love to hear about new interviews or new things like that, because it feel like they doing it because I was in there with them,
Yeah. You understand your assignment. I get that.
Correct.
Wow, you are just like boiling with it right now. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 35.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Don't look it. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
No, you're not an old man. You're very, very mature, and you speak with a lot of sense. Not to take anything away from anyone else that I've interviewed, but it's a different vibe when you. It seems like you know thyself.
Correct.
More, and the time that you spent away seems to have changed you.
Correct.
Does it feel like it was for the better, even though you went away? And you were away from your family?
Yes. I feel like everything was worth because it made me who I am. I mean, it was things that I would change, but obviously I can't. But I am who I am now, and I'm very content and happy with the person I am and what life has became for me and what it's becoming every day.
That's awesome. Where do you want to go with your music?
Oh, I want to go everywhere.
Yeah.
I want to go everywhere. I want to go to the moon and beyond,
Are you touring?
Yes. I plan on touring coming up. Probably second or third quarter. I got a few offers right now for tour to go on tour with a few people.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'll see once I get the details, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. One of the songs that I love that I really want to talk to you about is, I believe it's In the Faucet.
Inside the Faucet.
Like, Inside the Faucet.
Yeah.
We got that one, don't we, the Joker? Let's get into that one really quickly, and then I want to break this down with him afterwards, because that song was very interesting to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, so go ahead and introduce the song.
All right, this is Saint Soprano, Inside the Faucet. Inside the Faucet is produced by Tyree Ames.
Okay, where's Tyree Ames
He's from Buffalo, New York.
Okay, all right.
We make hits.
Okay.
We make hits.
Okay.
That's my guy.
All right, let's get into that one. This one is dope.
The video coming soon.
Okay. And make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing to 716 Live, and let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me everywhere at Saint Soprano.
Which is easy. I like that. So, the Joker, you got it? Oh, I think he may be frozen up. Okay, so we're just going to keep it stepping while we deal with the technical difficulties as we go along. It happens sometimes. Okay.
All right, let's go, Rich. I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet.
chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form. Baby, say I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet. Diamonds in my chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form. What you expecting, I just pulled up in a form. What you expecting, I just pulled up on a form. Lace in my chain and ice in my wrist. Got a problem cause my closet constantly drip. With some shiny things inside my ring. Let a dolphin play inside my chain. Wake up and I hear cha-ching, cha-ching. And if I don't, then I feel strange. I got it in my bag, not my feelings. So I'm on UFO, 5% tinted. Swimming in Benjamins, got me swimming in women. Swimming in Benjamins, got me swimming in women. Baby, say I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet. Diamonds in my chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form. Baby, say I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet. Diamonds in my chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form. Ooh, baby girl, you wetter than a bitch. That pussy good, that shit better than a bitch. I guess that's what you mean when you said you had a drip. Girl, I can change your life if I take you on this trip. I put some shit that gon' bling in my chain. Ever since then, I've been drowning in rain. They can't stop that rain, they can't stop that flow. Ooh, I'm one of them diamonds that came out the mud. The diamonds in my vessel. Raindrop, pressure on the gas so long, I feel I can't stop. There people whispering, I hear them in my pocket. If I hit this switch, we gon' take off like a rocket. Baby, say I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet. Diamonds in my chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form. Baby, say I'm fresh as devil without a coffin. I just found my wrist inside a faucet. Diamonds in my chain dripping like a dolphin. As you expected, I just pulled up in a form.
I try to make music that make people feel good.
Yeah.
I want people to be in a good mood when they hear my music.
Yeah. I get that. So talk to me about what else inspires you, because growing up in Buffalo, it had to be very, very difficult.
Correct. That's what inspired me. Oh, first, let me apologize. Tyree Haynes didn't produce that one. He produced a lot of songs. Rizzy, the producer, he's from Buffalo, New York also.
Oh, okay.
He produced Inside the Faucet.
Okay.
But what inspired me is, I know a lot of people paying attention. I know a lot of people was in my situation or is in the situation that I was in, and they don't feel like they can make it out of it. And I'm here to just show them that, that's my inspiration, to just show them that you can do it. You can make it anywhere. They can't stop you.
How do you deal with the hate?
I don't deal with it. I don't pay no attention. I don't care about the people that don't believe. I don't focus on them at all. It's like if I'm selling T-shirts over here and this guy doesn't like the T-shirts, I'm not going to try to make a T-shirt that he likes. I'm going to just keep selling the T-shirts to the people that like them.
Know your audience.
Yeah, I don't care about the people that's not my audience. They ain't meant for me.
Yeah, who's your competition right now?
Me.
I know that's right. What? That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You are your only competition.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you going to be at the 716 Music Awards?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there this year.
Okay. Are you going to be performing?
Possibly. It's possible. Anything's possible.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not against it. It's my city,
So who's on your playlist right now that you're listening to?
Who's on my playlist? I have a very vast playlist. I got, YSL's on my playlist.
If you want to listen to something that's, say you're having a bad day and you need to be inspired or something like that, or you're
I listen to Ziporh Friday. Are you familiar with them?
No, not at all.
Ziporh, he's one of Meek Mill's new artists.
Oh, okay.
And Friday is he's another artist that has a similar sound to Ziporh, but he just came out recently with Lil Baby on Lil Baby song.
Okay. Do you ever listen to any of the older artists?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of the older artists.
Yeah.
I listen to older artists most of the time. If I'm gonna listen to music, I listen to Beanie Siegel, close friend of mine. I listen to Tupac. That's my favorite rapper. I listen to a lot of Ja Rule. Ja Rule is a very good artist to me. He was very good with making art and creating.
Fresh Air is one of my favorite motivational songs. Well, not motiv. It's just one of those songs that I listen to when I just get my head straight sometimes.
Fresh Air.
I think it's by Freeway.
Okay.
I think it's by Freeway.
Freeway, the good guy.
Yeah. So have you been traveling?
Yes, I travel. I actually just came back from South by Southwest last week.
How was that?
That was beautiful. That was my first time going. One of my artists performed also, Bo Life Jane. She did well. She's got a lot of videos out there. Yes.
Oh, so talk about it.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of artists. I have Bo Life Jane. She's coming from Chicago. Me and her new single Flood, which is from the compilation album that drops 420. Also Meet the Jetsons. She's from Chicago. I have Shooter Trill, who's from here, Buffalo, New York. We have Prince Tut. He's from Brooklyn. We got a lot of good things going on over here right now. I'm looking at a few artists right now. It's a few people that I just told them we got to wait till after the compilation drops, then I'll be able to discuss things further with them.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of good things going on right now.
Well, that's what's up. What's your plans for the summer and marketing your music?
I plan on being everywhere. Yeah. Anywhere you look, I should be there.
Be there.
Yeah.
Is this your full time?
Yeah. This is my full time. This has been my full time for years. Right now, my thing is, I'm bringing it back to my hometown.
Yeah.
I've been moving around for a while. Now I'm slowing it down a little, but moving faster at the same time.
What do you think about the music business and the independent artists right now that are coming out of Buffalo?
I love the sound that's coming out of Buffalo. I love the independent artists that's coming out of Buffalo. And I just think that a lot of people have to understand business is business, whether it's music business, selling cars, business is business. And if you don't do business right, then it's not going to work out right.
Mm-hmm. Do you think a lot of artists get it mixed up and they try and take things personal when it's really business?
Exactly. What I realized when you come across a lot of artists, a lot of people feel like my talent gonna get me out of here. A person gonna hear me and they gonna take me and they're gonna give me the world. And that's really not how business goes. 60,000 new songs drop every day. Mm-hmm. How you gonna make your song stand out amongst those songs? Mm-hmm. You have to market it. You got to advertise it. You have to do the business parts of it for that person to hear it. For the person that can change your life. But even the person that hear it to change your life, they're not gonna change their life if they feel like it's like this. I'm not gonna invest $1 million in you. If you got the talent that's gonna make you rich, you should have already went broke investing in it.
Say that part again.
Because I ain't gonna put my money in it if you ain't gonna put your money in it. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much I believe in the music. You ain't putting your money in it. I don't think it's a good business idea for me to put my money into it.
What do you think is one of the biggest drawbacks a lot of artists have in this industry?
Comprehension. A lot of people don't comprehend the business or comprehend the conversations that they're having with people or the people that they're meeting. So they don't realize that the industry's big, but it's small. So when you burn a bridge, that travels with your name.
Yeah, I see a lot of artists coming out of Buffalo and they'll post their song that one day that it released, and then you don't ever hear again until they release a new song, and then they're angry because it's not taken off.
I mean, it comes with trial and error. They'll get to understand, or maybe they won't. I mean, it's enough people out there preaching and telling them how to go about doing it. There's enough programs and platforms out here in Buffalo and abroad that you can get your music out there. If you're not getting it out there, that's because you're not paying attention or not comprehending what's going on.
What do you think, as an independent artist, what do you think are some of the challenges that people face who are trying to take it seriously?
Scams. Yeah, not knowing who to invest their money with, who's really who they say they are, who can really help them, and who's just looking at them like a paycheck.
Yeah. What advice would you give an aspiring artist that to be on the lookout for scams?
Go with people that you know that have come with good vouchers. If somebody that you know did business with them and can vouch for them as doing good business, then they're usually a good person that you can do business with. I mean, it's not always a guarantee, but sometimes.
What are some of the mistakes that you have been able to grow from?
Investing my time with people and putting too much time into people.
What's your greatest lesson with that?
A person got to believe in it more than you do in order for them to take up. Like when you sign an artist, they got to believe in it more than you. And it was a time that I was grabbing people or looking at people and things like that I believed in it more than they did for them. So they couldn't even see where we were going with it or see the vision. And then when once I made it to where we were going, they already too far away from the team to where it's like, I can't come back and get you now. You was gone the whole trip.
Yeah. Have friendships been ruined or associates?
Not friendships been ruined, but distance has been created.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody, some people in your life for seasons, they serve their purpose. So it's like, okay, it's no hard feelings, but this is your vision and this is my vision. I'm going this way, you going that way.
Yeah.
If we bump into each other again along the road, then we bump into each other again along the road, and it's still gonna be love. But if we don't, I don't have no hard feelings.
Do you think it took you a while to learn that part?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Everybody
I used to try to take everybody
along
with me.
Mm-hmm. Even now, sometimes I fall into that where trying to take people, because you see them, but they don't see what you see. They don't see their potential.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And my issue with it's like a lot of times I used to feel like I was saving people because I know what the streets got for you. I know what the outcome is. So it's like, okay, they got this goal, they got this dream. Okay, I know I can help them in that. Let me push them towards this, because if I push them towards this, it's gonna keep them out of this. And
you can't push them if they aren't willing to go.
You definitely can't push nobody where they don't want to go.
Yeah, that is so true.
And you can't save everybody.
Mm-hmm. Some people just don't want to be saved. They say it, can talk the good game, but
you also got to save yourself first.
Yeah, you learned that.
You got to get where you're going and then come get them if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the load be heavier trying to drag them along with you, because a lot of times it's dragging, they kicking and screaming. They ain't trying to go where you going.
Yeah. Have you got met with a lot of hate because of that?
Nah, I don't meet with a lot of hate.
Yeah. How do you deal with the negativity?
I don't.
You just leave it there?
Yeah, I don't. I don't deal with negativity at all.
I asked you that question and you said the same thing.
I don't at all.
You're dope, Saint Soprano.
Thank you.
I knew this was going to be a very interesting conversation. Very, very interesting. You are very enlightening. You want to go into another song, The Joker, before we take a quick...
Oh, man, yeah, you know I got to do it. You know, me and him got a track together that I'm going to re-release in 2023. I got to re-release it. Got to do some more paperwork on it, you know what I'm saying? Because on the producer side, but we gonna finna get it straightened out. And yeah, this one of my favorite tracks. So the crazy thing about this track, I gotta say this: that when he came in the studio, he came through, see me live on Facebook, and he was like, I said, man, come on through. He said, I'm on the way right now. He didn't say no more. He came through, and I'm gonna say this: when he came through, he sat down, he chilled. You know, he got him a little Arizona drink. He just chilled in the studio. We waiting on Will to get the track together and everything. And I'm writing, right? And so soon as Will got the track done, I said, you need some paper? You need some paper? He said, man, I'm already done.
What? It's like that.
He said, I was writing the whole time on the Uber ride here and everything. I was writing in my head. I had everything set. And right the book,
let them know my
one take, man.
Yeah, it'd be looking like that time. Some people would think I'm asleep or something like that. I just be sitting putting my verse together, and I go in there and I do my business.
That's what's up. But you're driven.
Yeah.
Inner driven.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it too, it was one take, and came in, did his thing, did the ad libs. Put a little extra on it, you know what I mean? He moved back in probably the second time just to throw a little extra on there, give it that energy, because Will had to change the track up a little bit again. because it didn't sound right. But once we get everything together, man, I got the paper and everything. That's the first time I hear rappers do that. I hear Lil Wayne did it. I heard Jay-Z do it, Biggie, and a couple other artists that do it. Conway once in a while he'll go in, no pen, no pad, Gucci Man. But that's the first time I've ever been in the studio with somebody who actually came in, was writing in their head, and went in the booth. So that was a crazy experience.
Did he inspire you?
Oh, you definitely have. You know what I mean? I was like, wow.
I get a lot of inspiration from bro too. I pay attention.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going on. I be paying attention.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I know what's going on.
Yeah. You already know.
Yeah. So this right here is a rollout. I say it's an unleaked track, I could say, because when I did release it, I didn't do no marketing. I was still a student. Now I'm strong in the marketing game. I'm a teacher now, so now I'm gonna do it right this time and re-release it. This is rollout the Joker, the Overlook MC, featuring Saint Soprano. You know what I mean? Y'all check this out.
Hey, yo, Joker, I see. Yeah, so my roll out, right? Move that shit. I can dig it. Yeah. Hey. I'm a high roller, turn it to a rollout. Supposed to be a party, but I got my pole out. Started as a shootout, turned it to a show out. I lift a nigga's soul with all of this gold out. This shit here is chest and I checkers. Do say in my chalice, they say I got a death wish. Cops in my rear view, can't afford to drive reckless. Street lights reflecting off the diamonds in my necklace. I encoded a message, it's the holy grail. Between chains and freedom, seen it from a jail cell. I have never seen heaven, but experienced hell. And I have never felt, and I swear it feels swell. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? That's a line from the Joker in the movie, right? I live a movie life, you know this ain't no movie, right? This shit like Halloween, I turn it to a spooky night.
Get my peeps, get it together so we can roll out. The white call, hide the brick so we can roll out. Soprano count the clip indeed, so we can roll out. Make a call that is wrong, so we can roll out. The whip here, get in the car, so we can roll out. Crack the door, slick the quick, so we can get out. We stroll out, wild out, and stay smoked out. The plan word, no one get hurt, so we can roll out. Soprano got my back while he gripping the gap. Like old man shoes when they pulling the strap. I'm behind the wheel with the Glock on my lap. They'll high speed, proceed and doing laps. I'm the Joker's wild, my style to stay blunted. I'm on the phone, quick roam and call cousin. Sipping on yak and tripping and straight buzzing. Passing this blunt, stunts like Kirk Cousin. We wavy. This is what we gotta be. We ride on the speed and skip like jet skis. We roll out and we made it in demand. We filthy and nasty shit like trash cans. Soprano called up, pulled up in his horn. Delivered with the smile on the box like Amazon. We pulled up and pulled out the sawed off. We status and select, respect the show off. Get my peeps, get it together so we can roll out. The white call, hide the brick so we can roll out. Soprano got the clip indeed, so we can roll out. Make a call that is wrong, so we can roll out. The whip here, get in the car, so we can roll out. Crack the door, slick the quick, so we can get out. We stroll out, wild out, and stay smoked out. The plan word, no one get hurt, so we can roll out.
Yeah, we need a video for this joint, though. We need a video of this joint, Joker.
Yeah, we definitely got to do a video. I'll definitely be in Buffalo in July for the awards. I'll be there. I'm filming a video with me and Cap 716 for Utica, Maine. That's on the album right now. Wu Injection, DJ Flipside. The Wu-Tang Clan mixtape DJ. It's good. You with Young Thug. I'm a Wu-Tang affiliate, so we all grown.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Big shout out Shaniqua too. They management. She one of my peoples and all that too.
Oh, okay.
She helped me with the music and all that. She give me a lot of tips and stuff. But she does their road management for Wu-Tang and all that too. So we'll wind up linking. We'll wind up linking anyway.
Yeah.
So talk to us about some of the collaborations you have going on right now or coming up.
I got a lot of collaborations, man. I got I don't know if y'all follow my career. I was one of the first. My first collaboration was Beanie Siegel.
Mm-hmm.
I got Benny.
How was that?
Another dope. Beanie C was a close friend of mine, man. He actually spent the night at my house and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
He's a
what's
friend of mine.
up.
Like,
And you're so humble about it. I love that
Yeah.
because some people wouldn't be, you know.
yeah, nah, he a real good guy. He a real good dude.
Yeah.
Or he had a hard life. He been through a lot. They understand my struggle. They understand where I came from. So he was one of the first people that what's the word? He co-signed me. He was the first co-sign I got.
Believed in you.
Yeah.
Was it a shocker for you?
Yeah, it did. It shocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a good guy.
That's what's up.
Benny the Butcher, of course. I got Benny. Me and Benny then worked together for a while.
How is it working with Benny and seeing his career? And I love how it seems like you understand that even though you know these people are not close friends, you still have to do what you have to do on your end.
Correct. What happens is that when you got friends that do things, it's gonna either motivate you or it's gonna push you away from them. What it do with me is it motivate me. I love seeing people that came from where I came from or came from nothing make it.
Yeah.
Benny doing what he was supposed to be doing. That's his call. And Benny been rapping for 20 plus years. He's been rapping. He's a rapper. It's a such thing as human energy equity. You put in enough human energy equity, you're gonna get a response from it. You have to get a reward for it. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing right now. Right now, it's just like my turn. Everything's catching up right now.
That's right. You are very, very in tune with the laws of the world and the universe.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I try to be.
All the reading that got you there?
Reading and struggling, pain. They say pain make you see things clear.
It does. Pain got me here is one of the hashtags Jay always posts. Pain got me here. Pain got me here. It helped me realize my true potential.
Correct.
Yeah. You feel like without the pain that you wouldn't have been Saint Soprano? Do you understand that it was?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm positive.
You are very, very positive. That's refreshing, especially coming from a black male. You're in your age range and coming from Buffalo. You don't get that a lot. A lot of times when I meet, African American males, it's more negative based on the things that they've gone through. You can see it.
A lot of times people don't realize that they're creating their reality. So I'm very conscious of what comes out my mouth. I'm very conscious of what I say because I know people paying attention, whether they say it or whether they admit that they're paying attention or not. The people that hate you paying attention, the people that love you paying attention.
That's right.
My fan base goes so well because it's a whole bunch of people waiting to see me fail. It's like Mayweather, people watching to see him lose.
Mm-hmm.
Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Keep on watching. I'll keep watching. Keep hoping for that.
That's right.
Just keep watching.
Because
most of them turn to fans.
Mm-hmm. Because what's for you is already for you.
Correct.
You already know that the more you put in, the more equity you put in, the more rewards you're going to get back.
And people put a lot more energy into hating you than they do into liking you. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to turn a hater into a fan. They just got to watch you a lot.
Yeah.
You ain't got to watch them. Just pay them no attention.
They'll be inspired by you.
Correct.
Even though they don't want to, they'll hate to be inspired by
Correct.
you. But they will be inspired. They're going to be inspired by you just from this interview alone, because this is one of those enlightening interviews. Like, you are a very enlightening dude, Saint Soprano.
Thank you.
Very, very. The reading and everything that you've gone through is working for you. Your mind it's a mindset change that you went through, and I can tell just by our conversation that you're not faking it. Like, you understand your assignment, and you understand that everything that you're going through is for a reason.
Correct.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about what you aspire to become in the near future. Within the next 5 years, what do you aspire to have evolved into, even if it doesn't have to be monetary, just as a person?
Well, my goal right now, I can't wait to sign my first artist for $1 million. I can't wait to sign people to give them millions and change other people's lives. That's where I want to be within the next 5 years, to be in position to change enough people's lives.
Yeah. and you aren't even thinking about yourself in that. You want to help change other people's lives. You know that your life is going to change.
Oh, my life changed already. There was a moment I woke up in a mansion, and I was remembering that all them times I was in the jail cell, I started crying. It was like, yo, I'm really here. Like, so my life changed already.
Yeah, you see the bigger picture. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's go into another song. Are you Hyper XN? Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, I'm just so in tune with this conversation right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Think and Grow with Vette Green. We are in the 716 Live studio. We have Saint Soprano here. He's blowing my mind with this conversation. Like, seriously, this is a really, really dope conversation. I love having conversations with people that I feel is in the right mindset. You know, it's difficult having conversations with people who don't understand, who don't get it, because life can be something, but we are creating our own reality. Correct. And you understand that about life.
Correct.
It took me a while to understand it. I just began to understand that in 2018. I had to go on this journey of finding myself, and I understand every single day I wake up, I'm creating the life that I want to love, the life that I am going to enjoy to live. You're creating a life that you love and the life that you're going to enjoy to live.
Correct.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
You do?
I have 4 daughters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. How old?
18, 13, 5, and 3.
Wow. You still don't look like you're 35. I'm thinking you're about 20. I was talking to my cousin. I'm like, oh, yeah, I think he's about my daughter's age. I'm 26. Wow.
Everybody say that.
Yeah, you have a young look, but you speak with a lot of maturity. So the 35, the experience, you speak with a lot of experience. The things that you've gone through, your situation didn't become your life, which
Definitely
is good. What changed your mindset? Because I see a lot of people go in jail and they come out and they, proclaim to be, corrected or whatever, but it doesn't last.
What changed my mindset is that people expected me to fail. Everybody expected me to come back. Everybody expected me to be back in the air. Because I came from a real violent past. So, people with violent past, it's hard for them to shake it. Hard for them to get out the streets. So a lot of people ain't expect me to do it. And that was my motivation. That's what changed me.
Yeah. How much time did you do?
I did 11 years.
11 straight?
And I did 7. I came home for 90 days, and then I did 4.
Yeah. That twice?
Yeah.
You decided not to go make it a third time?
Correct.
Thank you, God.
Correct.
Because the world needs you. It's definitely.
Thank
the
you.
world, the Buffalo needs more positive thinking, influential people, influential black males in this city, because there's a lot of violence still going on.
I agree.
Yeah.
I got a program that I plan on starting called Soul Seeds of Unity and Liberation, and it's anti-gun violence, anti-gang violence, guns down, gloves up thing. I got a lot of people that's planning on sponsoring and helping, so I'm gonna announce it soon. Got a lot of good things coming for the city of Buffalo.
Is that based on your past?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about the violence that's going on right now? What do you think can be done to help thwart some of it?
Well, a lot of the violence got to do with miscommunication. Like in our communities, we're not taught to communicate well. We're not taught to introduce ourselves to people. We're not taught to how to resolve any problems. Like I said, if the only tool you got is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. The only tool they teach us to use in the neighborhoods and our communities is a hammer. So that's why everybody always getting shot and things like that. That's the only thing they teach us, If they taught us other ways to address things or address problems or gave us other alternatives, I'm sure we'll use them. So I plan on giving other alternatives.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What do you think that we can do more of as far as the adults? Because the kids are our future, and that's who you're going to be helping. But what about the people that they have to go back home to?
Push your children's dreams. Push them towards their goals. Don't discourage them. Encourage them.
Don't discourage. Encourage.
I feel like a lot of the people in the older generation was very discouraging of this generation, and this generation just defied the odds. They didn't want them playing sports. They didn't want them. A lot of things in our neighborhood they didn't feel like was realistic. And now we didn't show them it's realistic. They don't have no choice, so they just sit back and allow us to do it now. And that's like right now, it's like the violence is high because it's like the young guys, the young people with money doing whatever they want because of the fact that they leading themselves.
No guidance.
Yeah, they leading themselves right now.
Yeah, I feel like I want to do a segment on the 80s because the 80s is when the crack epidemic happened.
Correct.
And the crack epidemic took a lot of our males out of the homes and the neighborhoods. So the babies that were growing up during that time, they don't have stability. Even now, they don't know. I see a lot of millennials who don't have a way or don't even understand life, and it's because
I think if you was to do a segment on the 80s, you got to do a segment on the late 60s too. You got to do a segment on like Vietnam and things like that because even before the crack epidemic hit, they turned out all the people that was supposed to be our heroes, the ones we was gonna look up to, who came back from the army and the wars. They were all heroin addicts when they came back. So it was deeper than
heroin and cocaine.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
COINTELPRO, things like that. So if you do a segment on that, you got to do a segment on like how deep it goes. It's way deeper than just the 80s. Crack was just their second attack.
You know what? As I was doing my research, I found that out because I did not know that. I did not know that it started with the heroin and it was pushed first. And then they brought the crack cocaine.
Are you familiar with the Oyotunji?
No, but I am familiar with the COINTEL program. I looked that up. Mm-hmm.
Oyotunji, there's an African village. We have an African village in America, in South Carolina, and they're given their own like sovereignty. They helped during the liberation, all the liberation acts and fights and stuff like that with the Black Panthers and stuff like that. But they don't announce it to our people. They don't tell you that. But it's an African village. It's set up just like Africa. They follow all African traditions and things like that.
Really?
Yes.
I learned something today. I like to learn something every day. I learned something. So I'm going to definitely go home and research that. It's in South Carolina.
Yes.
Did everyone hear that it's out here in YouTube land?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Is that the same land of Malachi Ziporh? I'm
not familiar with who Malachi Ziporh is.
Yeah, he had a land in South Carolina also, and the government told lies on him in 2004 that he molested kids and everything. They took half of that land, the land, but the other part of the land they couldn't get to because it was in somebody else's name. But he was one of the founders. I'm wondering if that's the same land that you're talking.
I'm not familiar, but I'll definitely look into it next time.
Malachi Ziporh. No. Yeah, he's the power speaking of the new language of our people, Nuwapian, because I'm a Nuwapian. I teach right knowledge, overstanding. He was one of the ones that revealed COVID in 1998. He revealed also, let us know, he gave us the warning in 98 about COVID. Yeah, he called it disease as a root word for disease.
Yeah, ease, when your body's not at ease.
Right. Yeah.
Your body's not at its relaxed state.
That's right.
I'm familiar with that theory.
Yeah, he called it this. He put that this in it because it's
lack of.
This is you to fall with your health, and to also it's going to they made it to we get deep in this thing. I'm
so into it.
Yeah,
I love deep
conversation. Mr. Malachi said, they got him locked up in the mountains in Colorado right now. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I was thinking about seeing if I can go visiting, but the government got him locked in a mountain. He is so powerful that
you get a media pass.
Yeah, definitely trying to get, because I'm a Nuwapi and I got my ID and everything.
Freedom of press.
Find a way to go see him. Yeah,
see him.
Yeah, we call him Pops.
Yeah, you're a radio host. You get a media pass. You can go see him.
Yeah, definitely gonna use that.
Oh wow.
Go see Pop. He's I believe he's 72 now. He's been locked up since 2004, and they locked him up on Martin Luther King Day.
Wow.
And they had court the same day. Who does that?
There was a lot going on in 2004.
Yeah, that's the first case that ever had court in the government holiday. So they make sure they wanted to lock him up because he had too much power and giving out too much knowledge to our people, and that land was growing and going across the nation, across the world, because he had different organizations in UK, Russia, in Canada, India. He was growing. They had to stop that, bro. They had to stop Pops, man. And now his son lied on him, and now his case still open. They, people still trying to, they got a lawyer that's took the case for free, 3 or 4 lawyers.
He's a political prisoner right now.
Yeah, see that I'm glad that this conversation is going on, because the name of this show is Think and Grow with Vette Green. I aim. The goal is to provide knowledge to our people, because I feel that is one of our pain points. We don't know what we don't know, and many of us are unwilling to learn and unlearn, and it's so frustrating, because when you see it's so hard, but it's necessary. Definitely. It is necessary to save your own life. You have to unlearn the things that's no longer serving you. I talk about it all the time, and it's so frustrating when I look at it, when I go through Buffalo, or even just go through any inner city. I've been living in the Chicago area for the last 5 years, and it's horrible. One part of the street will be gentrified, and the other part of the street you'll see people don't even have a place to live. The homelessness and stuff, it's just so unfortunate, and I'm so afraid for our Black males. I'm afraid for the next generation who don't have anyone to look up to, or even have that in their homes.
Because they're gonna have somebody to look up to.
I know that's right.
We're gonna give them some people to look up to.
That's my goal.
Don't worry about it.
That's my goal, Saint Soprano. That is my goal. I'm fighting every day to give these babies and even us, people my age and your age, somebody to look up to let them know that it's possible. Like, you're an example that it's possible. You did that time and came home, and now you're creating a life that you're loving to live. Definitely. When you wake up in the morning, what do you think to yourself?
When I wake up, I just think about it's a new day. It's a new day. I meditate every morning as soon as I get up, so I kind of empty my thoughts as soon as I wake up. Yeah. But I think about it's a new day, and we just worry about what I got in store for me. I set my plan, my goals for that day, and I accomplish them.
As we're closing out, what's next for Saint Soprano? You're going to come back? You and Dorian J? Yeah,
me and Dorian J going to come back, because we're dropping a Big Stepper project that's probably dropping 420. But then I also have the Black Forbes compilation project, Meet the Jessens, that drops 420 for sure. Ooh. And we have the Flood video, which will be dropping probably next week. Okay.
So I have you either locked in 420. I like the 420. Yeah. You're going to be here in Buffalo?
Correct.
Okay, 420 right here. 716 Live Studios. You heard it first. He's dropping him and Dorian J right here in the 716 Live.
Right here. Well, that's it. Right there in the hometown.
That's right. Right here. What else is next? Let everybody know where they can find you, what else you have coming up, how we can support you here in Buffalo. If you are watching the replay, make sure you are checking Saint Soprano out. This guy is deep.
So we got the Visions coloring book with me and Stevie Johnson from the Bills. It's a coloring book for the kids called Visions. It's made for them kids that was born that felt like they wasn't from here, And we got the Moon Man Exotics. It's a lot going on right now. Yeah. Got a few movies in the works. I could be found everywhere. Saint Soprano, yeah.
What kind of movies you have coming up?
Oh, we got Black Forbes films right now, so we got a lot of things going on. I got Charles Butera. We in the midst of shooting Headhunter right now. It's kind of like an action movie.
Okay, you shooting it here in Buffalo?
Yes.
Okay, Buffalo is up and coming. How do you feel about what's going on in Buffalo right now?
I love it. I think they just got to stop hating on each other.
Yes.
I think they got to just stop hating on each other. They got to realize that all the other cities and everywhere that's popping right now got to popping because they work together. Yeah. They came together. You can't attack anything coming from your city is from your city. Just let it go.
Yeah.
You don't got to be a fan, but you don't got to be a hater either.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
hate just makes you look bad, and it just brings negative vibes. Keeps
Correct.
you on a lower vibration.
Correct.
People don't understand that, overstand that, understand that.
Yeah, but what they also don't understand is that all publicity is good publicity. So, I mean, you can hate, but all you're doing is giving them people free promotion.
Yeah.
When you the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is disinterest.
Yeah.
You just don't care. You don't pay them no attention.
What do you feel is going to change this world? Can change this world?
Attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
People paying attention to their thoughts and paying attention to what they say, what they do. If everybody do that, then the world would be better.
You get that words have meaning. Words matter.
Yeah, they heavy. The Bible tells you in the beginning was the word.
I am very, very cognizant of my words and what I say. I speak life to people. I don't
Likewise.
speak death
Likewise.
to anyone because it matters.
Likewise.
And people take that seed and it's planted. Once it's planted, it's planted. Ooey Drinks and shout out to Ooey Drinks up here in the studio. I can't wait to taste one of these juices. He came through. This is what I'm talking about. When you have people coming through, this is business. He came through with the drinks already made, already cold. That's what I'm talking about. When I get off of here, I'm going to make sure I get one of them apple ones.
A lot of people don't know Ooey been with me for years. Like he even traveled the U.S. with me. Like
what?
He was there the whole come up.
And I love how like you not hating on him, he not hating on you. You got your business, he brung his business. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he was there the whole ride. Like he actually drove me like the ride, the whole ride, everywhere we were going, every city, most of the tours, most of the shows, he was there.
That's what's up.
He
Big
some
shout
roles.
out.
Sometimes he played the security role. He got me to every show I needed. I never had to get anywhere, and he didn't get me there.
That's what's up.
People don't know how important the role of a driver is. Driving one of the most important people.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So I always ask our guests to leave the listeners with a nugget or some type of advice that they can possibly, get into their selves.
If you can visualize it, you can materialize it. Anything. If you can see it in your head, you can create it in reality.
That's right. That's right. If you see it, you believe it.
Correct.
You have to first see it to
Correct.
believe it. I like that. I like that. This has been an enlightening conversation. Thank you, Saint Soprano.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, I appreciate this opportunity. I really, really do.
Joker, I appreciate y'all.
Oh man, I always appreciate you, man. You keep inspiring everything. Every time I see your content everywhere, I always get inspired, man. I'm always, and I'm always showing love to the ones that's definitely out there trying to make a difference, and you definitely one of them. You always pop up in the conversation through all my peers and colleagues across from Kulu to, to West Side Gun. So I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate y'all.
And
I appreciate all y'all doing for the city of Buffalo. Because there's a lot of things y'all doing that not that I can't do, but I didn't have the time to do, and I appreciate it. So I try to make sure I support it as much as I can.
Make sure first stop is always 716 Live. Do that for us, and we got you as well.
I got you.
Right, Jay? 716 Live.
Right, 716 Live all day.
All day.
Good to be part of the family.
But the Joker, what you want to leave the listeners of Think and Grow with Vette Green with tonight?
Please definitely learn how to market. That's the key to make the money. I call them. You know what I call them? I call them M&Ms. Market brings money. Yeah, M&Ms.
That's right.
If you want to get them 2 M's, that's the only way to do it. There's no other way. Promotion is dead. Promotion means radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Promotion is good for internet radio. We know what it is on the independent side. On the mainstream side, it costs $200K to get on the independent side of mainstream radio. So definitely, please know marketing. Marketing is the key of all things, and if you could do that, you could definitely prosper every day. And please, like he said, show love to the next and support the next.
People don't know how hard it is to accomplish a goal when you fighting a uphill tide, especially in your city first. If everybody going to get you, it's way harder to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
especially if we're trying to show them that Buffalo got something to offer. If we can't do that when Buffalo's telling them that we don't,
Yeah, I see so much hate out here, and I get it because if you can't see it for yourself, you won't be able to see it for others.
Yeah.
But you have to outgrow that.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to outgrow that because it's just holding you back.
They got to dream bigger. They got to see more. Once you start experiencing the world, you start realizing a lot of things be minute.
Yeah. You just have to step outside of your normal.
Correct.
The crazy thing about it, though, people like Saint Soprano and myself, we travel all the time. So we on the outside looking in, we see what Buffalo can bring. Me going with these executives and my mentors and my executives. I just talked to what's her name from Def Jam. You might know her too. Saint Soprano is Dr. Thomas, who is the vice president and our executive for Def Jam.
Okay, I'm not familiar with her.
But she told me yesterday, matter of fact, that the top 5 cities that they're looking at talent in the industry, from the film industry, fashion, and film, Buffalo was number 1 right now.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. And that's exactly what I've been hearing when I've been traveling. I've been hearing that for the last few years, though. Like, everybody's paying attention to Buffalo right now.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo just acting like they can't get it right.
Yeah.
Spending a lot of time going against each other, not realizing the whole world paying attention right now.
Everybody. Well, that's why we're here at 716 Live. We want to help up Buffalo. It's 716 Live because there's so much to gain from being here right now. That's one of the reasons I came back, because there's so much to gain from being here. I see what's up and coming. I see what, I may not agree with what Mayor Byron Brown is doing with everything, but I do see what he's trying to do as far as build the city up. I think it's time for us to take advantage of that,
Definitely.
And get outside of Buffalo also to grow. Because I was able to grow just by seeing other things. You can't grow in the same place. If you're in this small circle, if you're in this small place all the time, that's all you're going to know.
We had enough tragedies in Buffalo right now. It's our triumph time.
That's right.
That's how I feel.
Right.
That's right. And I'm just going to leave everyone with this. Just be true to you and never give up on you. And seeing is believing. Seeing is believing.
Definitely.
Seeing is believing, okay? You got to believe it for yourself, though. I believe it for myself. That's why I'm here in the 716 Live studios doing Think and Grow with Vette Green, because I see the vision. I see the vision. And you know what God did for me? He brought other people around me that can see and help me birth this child, okay? He brought Jay. He brought the Joker. I got this enlightening conversation with Saint Soprano, and I'm grateful for it because it's conversations like this that motivate me.
Thank you.
It motivates me so much. And ooey drinks as well. So thank you everybody for watching another episode of Think and Grow with Vette Green. You can check me out tomorrow. I have Aviance Grace in the building of We Are the Ones podcast. Looking forward to sitting down and having a good conversation with her as well. And I believe Jamil will be in the house. I'm not sure on that yet, but we'll have Ambiance in the house tomorrow at 7:30. And next week, make sure you catch me on Sunday on WLEO 26.7 radio, slow jamming and conversations with Vette Green. I have my right-hand man, the Joker. Then on Tuesday, Tuesday, I'll be still 716 Live, but we'll be playing on the Evening Rush Network. And you know where I'm at? I'm home every Wednesday and Thursday right here in the 716 Live studios. Watch out for us. We are coming. We are going to be out here. We are, they what do they say? The summertime? Man, watch out. 716 Live is coming, y'all, okay?
Yeah,
we are coming. 2, 4, and 7 is watching what we doing up here. Okay, you know how I know? Because 3 of my interviews. Four now, because they also did.
Made it to the news.
Oh yeah, made it to the news. Okay, Vette Green and Jay and 716 Live doing big things up here, and the Joker got our back because he helping us along, and everybody in the 716 Live family. Make sure you are checking us out. Okay, don't sleep on 716. Don't sleep on Buffalo, New York. We love y'all. Long life. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening on purpose. And that's Naquasia in the back. That's my girl.